Christian community, business community, entrepreneurs community, anyone that the Lord has laid in your heart to do it to the glory of God with all your heart, with all your might. So this relationship is called a significant relationship, or you call it a transformational relationship, whereby you connect with someone to your life to be improved, and you're going to improve other people's life. So this relationship is called a transformational relationship. What does it called? A transformational relationship. It's a relationship of transformation. It's like a caterpillar that turned a butterfly. You can never go back to become a caterpillar. Of course, you can earn a fortune, you can earn residual income, general residual income. So, and the good news is that everybody can achieve whatever your heart can conceive. So you're looking at it, there are two factors there. One of the factors you cannot control them. The external factors, there are factors outside of you, government, the dollar, the naira, your father, your mother. These are factors you cannot control. The weather, the sun, the moon, the price of beans in the market, the price of gari in the market. You cannot control those factors. So don't get yourself hot every day. Don't be offended every day. Why is things not working? No. These factors outside of you is called contributing factors. What does it called? Contributing factors. They can slow you, they can delay, but they can never stop you. They only contribute. Of course, they can also make your life easier. So the most important factor is the one happening inside of you. It's called determining factors. What does it called? Those factors determine your success. There are two factors inside of us, positive and negative, winner and a loser. We wake up with these factors every day. So focus on the positive and the winner and ignore the negative factors and the loser. Those positive factors are faith, of course, courage to take action, the commitment to follow through the process, determination, fidelity, vitality, of course, skills, talent, all those things embedded in you, positive factors that help men to succeed. The negative ones are the ones that actually stop men from succeeding in life. These are fear, doubt, anger, resentment, bitterness. These are factors that stop men from succeeding. So you are the most important factor. Touch yourself, say, I'm the most important factor. Turn to your neighbor, tell me you are the most important factor. So, Mr. George, thank you so much. So we always encourage us every day that as you wake up every morning, you have to stand up and become so impactful to yourself. So we have been on the topic that says behaviors and belief of an entrepreneur. So what with that these beliefs and behavior of an entrepreneur. Okay, so we have been on this. That should be part 4. Okay, so now we look at easier said than done. Easier said than done. Okay, so we have about, I think, 9 outlines. That is a whole lot. Now we are still in outline 2 or 3. That is a whole lot, but it's fine. It's fine. So I don't even know where to go. Let me just put it down so that for those that join us for the first time, the outlines are very simple. Number 1 is from syndrome. Okay, yeah. To syndrome. Okay. Number 2 is how syndrome are formed. How syndromes are formed. Okay. Number 3 we have here is beliefs and behavior. Okay. Beliefs and behavior of entrepreneur. Number 4. Number 4 is Old and New Testament. Old versus New Testament. Okay. Number 5, we have here the behavioral change. Behavioral change. Okay. Number 6. Okay. We have the conscious and unconscious belief. Conscious and unconscious belief. Okay. Number 7, we have here easier said than done. Number 8, we have here the root of all sin. Mr. George, my mic. You need the mic. Thank you so much. The root of all sin. All sin. Number 9, we have the 8th syndrome. Okay. We have the 8th syndrome. Okay. So we started the class by telling us that syndrome is a group of signs and symptoms that occurs together and characterize a particular abnormality or condition. So you can also use syndrome as a figurative way to describe a type of pattern of behavior. If you have the I will do it tomorrow syndrome, that means putting today's off work against for tomorrow. That's what we call procrastination. So we put here and say syndrome is a set of beliefs that block your blessing. Syndrome is a stronghold that sabotages your success. is a perspective that prohibits your prosperity. So anything blocking your blessings, sabotage your success, prohibit your progress and prosperity is an enemy. So declare war against it, never tolerate it, identify and eliminate it, because there are things that these things are the things you can control. Okay, we said that it is not circumstances, people, situation, physical realm that is blocking your blessings, sabotage your success, prohibit your progress or prosperity. It's set of beliefs that is meant, set of belief that is a major problem. You have set of beliefs that blocking some of the blessings that you are supposed to access. Mental psychology and intellectual stronghold, because that is where the demonic stronghold are established in the mind of the imagination. So, okay, the extension. Okay, have you talked to him or something? It's okay. So these are the things we can control. That's the good news. The good news is these are things we can control. So also in that the devil cannot block your blessings or prohibit your progress. So what he only does is that if you entertain, he brings in some suggestions. He brought some suggestions in conversation. So the guy always suggests suggestions in the conversation. So he not bring that and turn that to a scenario. So and then turn it to a stronghold. So that's what he does. So he starts conversation. So once he has bring those strong conversation and you entertain them, and he finally hold the grip of your imagination, that is the only hope of the enemy, turning you to be your own worst enemy, because this guy, the devil, has been stripped of his authority and power. He's only left with the power of lies. Though that's what he uses in suggestion, in conversation. So the devil cannot headlock you, or he cannot physically block you. There's nothing he can do to block your blessings and prohibit your progress. So you know, he poisons your mind through conversations. He poisons, pollutes, infiltrates, and infects your mind. So what we are doing this teaching is to actually help you eliminate all those self-sabotaging beliefs, self-destructive beliefs, self-limiting beliefs about yourself, self-depreciating beliefs that is blocking your blessings, sabotage your blessings, and sabotage your success and prohibit your prosperity or progress. So when I talk about syndrome, that we say that syndromes are formed through suggestions in the conversations. So and it becomes a scenario and a stronghold. So you have 3 stages this thing is formed. So the enemy is the master of suggestion. He's very good in suggesting wrong things. The enemy may suggest to you that you'll never be wealthy, prosperous, or rich, because you don't have the capacity to match your economic strength to carry out your mission and your assignment in life, that you'll never be that person. So if you entertain it and say, yes, so it's true, the guy has got it. The enemy may suggest to you that there are forces, village people, there are forces and factors against you. As you are right now, if you don't do Mbaeka, they will stand up, the ghost will kill you. This force is something you cannot control. They begin to bring those suggestions that when somebody die, now he never die. You see, they hear all those wrong beliefs that you need to go and pour up drinks, all those things. They say, all those things, the devil just brings suggestion. I ask question after the Mbaeka, who eat the goat? Who eat the cow? It's the village people that eat the goat and the cow. They just eat everything, and that is what happened. So they put fear. The normally comes through this particular, of course, system, because they know that when a man is afraid, they normally come to suggest that there are forces against you, that things are not going to work for you, there are forces you cannot control, and they bring fear. Just know that God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of sound mind, of course. So that is why you need sound mind in a sound body to live the life you want to live. The devil may suggest to you that the reason why you will not prosper is that you are not worthy of prosperity, that you have failed in one God and yourself in one area or the other, and that means you are not worthy of successful. That means you're a failure. You are doomed. That's what the devil always says. It's just about condemning everything you do. Never appreciate anything about you. And of course, he can't even appreciate, because he came to steal, kill, and destroy. That is his work. The devil may suggest to you that because of the project or initiative that failed, that made you a failure. No, you are not a failure. That one thing did not work out. Of course, that doesn't make you a failure. Just by the mindset of Thomas Edison, who tried to invent the electric bulb over 1,000 times, and when he did not get it right, when he finally got it right, the journalist interviewing him, oh, you failed 1,000 times, that means you actually failed. He said, no, I'm not a failure. I only found out 1,000 times why light cannot come up on electric bulb. So the devil may suggest to you that because that project has failed, so you are a failure. So initially, it's just a suggestion, and if you entertain those suggestions, it becomes a scenario. So scenario means that you have made a movie in the theater of your mind, and those suggestions have gripped your imagination, and you start watching it like a movie, and you see yourself struggling, failing, sinking in your mind. That is your imagination. Once you begin to see yourself there, that means the enemy has successfully gripped your imagination. So it becomes difficult to see yourself winning, see yourself progressing, accelerating, succeeding, etc. You just cannot see yourself doing it, even if you see other people doing it. So you don't believe that you can do it. You can be successful multi-millionaire. You can help somebody. You can be hospital in your community. You can support the work of God and propagate the gospel of Christ. There can be an MD and CEO of a bank, of a company. You can't just believe it. So this stronghold has become a scenario. Suggestion has become a scenario, and so it becomes a stronghold. When your thinking in your mentality goes unchanged, when you finally hold on to some set of beliefs that is blocking your blessings, when you hold some set of beliefs that nobody can change it, instead of just keep an open mind, because a closed mind is worse than a blind eye. Keep an open mind to opportunities, keep an open mind, at least logically think about it. So if you have this scenario, then you actually have a lie to be truth. So once you believe a lie to be truth, wahala don't start, which has become a stronghold embedded in your mind. So once embedded in your subconscious mind, you're definitely going to manifest it. So even if you have consciously said something, but you can see yourself manifesting certain things, that is become a stronghold in your mind. So nothing is going to work for you. That's what you'll be thinking at the subconscious level. Not you're not going to you're going back to square one. This is what the enemy will suggest to you. So I think we discussed the fall of man yesterday, or that's where we stopped, right? Where did we stop? We saw the fall of man, Abi. We discussed the fall of man, Abi. Okay, where I discussed that okay, let's see. Okay, Bilal, let me finish up some revision for those who are joining us for a fight. We discussed that the fall of man was a result of a conversation in which the Eve believed the enemy, that it started doubting God, and he believed his belief was a conversation changed her beliefs. So when somebody successfully changed your belief in a conversation, your behavior will automatically change. So suggestion was made that you will not surely die. That was what the enemy suggests. You will not surely die. The day you shall eat the fruits thereof, you will be as God, knowing good and evil. So suggestion became a scenario when Eve started looking at the fruit and saw that the tree was beautiful, it was pleasant to the eye, it was good for food. Because she has actually entertained that conversation. The devil told you will not surely die. So God told him you will die. The devil said you shall not surely die. So you now believe the enemy and did not believe God anymore. So because of you believe the enemy, believe a lie, you now make a step and then begin to see. And when after seeing it, so he begin to desire it. And the suggestion became a scenario, and she began and that is the root of her imagination. And she began to imagine what life would be like on the other side of the forbidden fruit. Then she grabbed the fruit and began to imagine it in the movie in her mind, and she ate the fruit. The message is clear. If you successfully change the belief of an individual, you can successfully change the behavior of that individual. So in Genesis 3, the devil changed the good behavior of Eve to a bad behavior. So because she changed her belief. So she believes a lie. If you could change someone's bad behavior, you can also change, you can also behave correctly. So the original sin was unbelief. And it was a disbelieving God that led Adam and Eve to eat the forbidden fruit. So a lot of people think that the original sin was eating the fruit. No, something preceded, something happened before the eating of the fruit. And that sin is believing what the enemy said, that you shall not surely die. So they believe that they shall not surely die. That's why they took that action. So the original sin is believing in a lie. When someone believes a lie, that is a big problem. So we went ahead to discuss about some things yesterday. We saw about that not all the truth and the facts in your life are truth. Not all of them are truth. But all truths are true. So he said that it's fact that nobody can walk on water, but it's truth. Christ walked on water. It is fact fire will burn Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, but it's truth. He did not burn them. It's fact that lion will eat Daniel, but it's truth that lion did not eat Daniel. So there are so many things in our life that are fact and that are true. This is really happening, but the truth of the matter is that is not the true nature of you. You can believe on the truth. Let God be truth. Let everything be lie. So believe God, because the original sin was unbelief and believing a lie. So you need to examine the moral implication of doubt, fear, and procrastination. Why do you need to examine the moral implication of doubting God, disbelieving God, and putting your confidence and faith in a lie? Putting your confidence and faith in a lie. Even if it's business you want to do, relationship you want to start, investment you want to start, anything you want to start, please sit down, discover the truth, and anything somebody is telling you that you will not be a millionaire, you cannot succeed, that person is lying. Don't believe lies, because you put your confidence and faith in a lie, that has been the original sin and the mother of every other sin. So today we start on beliefs and behavior. All behaviors are belief driven. So we start from here. Beliefs and behavior. So when you write beliefs and behavior, the first statement you write there is all behaviors are belief driven. Write it down. Even if you're not going to write anything today, write it. All behaviors are belief driven. All behaviors are belief driven. You see a man that makes money to squander the money, he believed that money was meant to be spent. You see a man that makes money and pay himself first, He believed that money was meant to work for you. You see a man that take care of his wife. He believed that women should be taken care of. You see a man that beat his wife. He believed that women should be beaten. You see a man that don't want to start, want to become an entrepreneur. He's looking for a job. He believed that it's through job that he will finally make it in life. You see a man that believed that, okay, I must be an entrepreneur. All behaviors are belief driven. If you have written that one down, shall I? So write this one down. That's all behavior are belief driven, full stop. Regardless of whether the behavior is good or bad, regardless that whether the behavior, number one, is good or bad, regardless that whether the behavior is good or bad, number two, regardless that whether the behavior is empowering or disempowering, whether the behavior is empowering or disempowering, it doesn't matter. Whether the behavior is wise or foolish behavior, wise or foolish, number three. So all behaviors are belief driven, regardless whether the behavior is good or bad, empowering or disempowering, wise or foolish, constructive or destructive, number four. Whether the behavior is constructive or destructive, it doesn't matter. So whether you have a constructive behavior or destructive behavior, whether the behavior is good or bad, whether it's wise or foolish decision you make, is as a result of belief system. So all behaviors are belief driven, whether good or bad, empowering or disempowering, wise or foolish, constructive or destructive, it doesn't matter, etc. It's always a set of belief system that is behind it. It's always a set of belief system that is behind the behavior. So when you see a man that says, I want to learn, I want to study, because he believes that through learning and study, he can reinvent himself, he can unlearn and learn certain things. So he believes that, you see a man that he doesn't want to learn, he believes that it's not through learning that he will succeed. So no matter what he will talk to tomorrow, he believes it's by effort and strength. He's a guy that push wheelbarrow, he believes that through pushing that wheelbarrow, he will be a millionaire one day. If you have that keke, he believes that. So no matter what you do, the best thing to do for it is not to change behavior. It's to change his beliefs and tell him, see, we can become more, we can become better if you actually learn better. Because you see a man that believes that business failed is because of the people. I know people that tells me that their business collapsed because their auntie is a witch, their uncle is a witch, family more fuck, but they just have this set of beliefs. In fact, I don't want to go there. Let's continue, because if we go there today, we'll not come out. I can tell you, guys, you see a man that is very comfortable with poverty. He has believed that he has this set of beliefs that he made him not to take action again. So I said that behind all human behavior is a belief system. Write this one down. Number one, we are creatures of reason. We are creatures of reasons. We are creatures of reason. And we do things for the reason that makes sense to us at that time. We are creatures of reasons. That's what we like to think. We are creatures of reason. And we do things that make sense to us at that time. So it doesn't matter what anybody cares. So we are just creatures of reasons. And we do things that make sense to us at that time. We do things for the reasons that make sense to us at that time. So we are creatures of reasons. And we do things that make sense to us at that time. Example, you brush your mouth, you take your bath, you wash your clothes. Those three, you brush your mouth for the reasons. Example, brushing of your mouth, taking your bath, eating food. These are reasons. You just know that, okay, I need to wake up in the morning to brush my mouth. So I need to be an entrepreneur. I need to build a business. I need to build legacy. I need to build a succession plan. Example, I need to brush my mouth, I need to take my bath, I need to eat food, I need to build a succession plan. So I need to build a system that money will work for me. So we are all creatures of reasons. So we do things for the reasons that make sense to us at that time. Example, brushing your mouth, taking your bath, eating food, saving money and making money work for you. Building people, accepting Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, whatever reasons that you are making that make you act the way you act, we are all sincerely creatures of reasons. So whatever we are doing, that there's a set of beliefs that motivate us. So syndrome is really a set of beliefs that block your blessings, prohibit your prosperity and progress, and actually help you to also succeed. So number two, I should write number one, we are all creatures of reason. Number two, beliefs enables, facilitates, supports, justify, and explains our behavior. Full stop. Number two, belief enables encouragement. Beliefs enables courage. Let's put that. Beliefs enables courage, facilitate, support, justify, and explains our behavior. Beliefs enables courage, facilitate, support, justify, and explains our behavior. there was a story of an armed robber that was about to be killed on the electric chair, and the guy was still feeling justifiable for what he did. And the leader stole our money, so I must steal from them. That is, he was still not seeing any problem wrong with what he did. So imagine that, okay, there was still also had this house help notice that the madam or this sales rep knows that the madam always cheats customers. We always cheat customers and collect money from customers. So what happened was that, so when the madam still cheats from the customer and keep the money, the house help will go and steal part of the money. Sometimes the madam will send the house help to go and cheat, and they will carry the money to madam. Madam will carry everything and swallow. I know what happened. The house help was taking part of the money as her own justification. So when the madam caught her, they said, "But you stole money." He said, "Madam, I did not steal money. I took the one part of what you took from a customer." Imagine that she was so justified that madam steal, and she has to steal a part of madam's money that is her own share because she's part of the stealing process. Okay, you can imagine that. Okay, there's an issue that happened over the weekend. I have this RAV4. There's this blue RAV4 I have that I put on boat, but I don't like the services, so the car gave me some issues. It's on airport tax now, so I took it for them to fix it. So the houseboy just wrote 80,000. The mechanic charge, but they have to drop the engine and fix so many things. So, and then this already in airport tax. So when I went to pay the balance, so the boy came to my house last Sunday. It's not even up to a week. He said, "I beg Oga, that balance, no give my Oga. No give my Oga that money." I asked him why. He said, "Oga go chop everything." In fact, I don't even know where to settle the matter right now. I'm supposed to balance in 70 cases on Saturday, but I'm telling you right now, I don't even know how to solve the problem. I should call the Oga and call the boy and blame the boy. I don't even know. Because the problem now is that Oga always chop everything. And the boys, they walk. So it's a problem. I'm using the Wala now. So you can see the Wala way there. So the boys are not happy. The street is very, very rough. So the guys are telling me, "Oga, no give me Oga that money. I beg. My Oga will chop everything. No give us sheshe." I mean, work and truth. Now the boys, didn't work. The Oga don't come out. He just call it work, can't give them. In fact, the work, so I did not even know. So I called the boy to go and pick the car, to the mechanic shop to fix it, to do maintenance. So it was the boy that I even related to, because the Oga is always very busy. I called him, he will not pick us. So I called the boy. I did not even know. So now, when I was paying the money, he said, "Pay the Oga the 350, transfer the money to the Oga. But the balance, the boy the big, so I don't even know how I want to do. Mona advise me after online community." If I give them the fee, you can come for sure. So you guys advise me that. So all beliefs enables courage, facilitates support, justify and explains behaviors. That's one thing that happens. So if somebody believes certain things, he will behave in a certain way. Why I'm behaving the way I'm behaving is because there are set of beliefs I have. Why you are behaving the behavior you behave? Because set of beliefs you have. So number 3, if someone behaves in a particular way, if someone behaves in a particular way, in a particular way, that is not empowering him. If someone behaves in a particular way that is not empowering him, it is because he has self-sabotaging beliefs, self-destructive belief. If someone behaves in a particular way that is not empowering him, it's not empowering him in any way. It's not taking him to heaven. It's not improving his capacity. It's not putting money in his pocket. It's not empowering him. It's because he has this set of belief, set of belief that is self-sabotaging, self-destructive. He doesn't, that self-thing, that's something he believes that destructs him, that sabotages his effort. So because he has this set of belief that is sabotaging, like self-sabotaging beliefs, self-destructive beliefs, self-limiting beliefs. So he always limits himself. We are not good for anything. So he believes certain things that makes him behave that way. So if someone behaves in a particular way that is not empowering him, because he has this set of beliefs that is self-sabotaging, self-destructive, self-limiting, etc. So we need to understand the difference between, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but let me do this today. And let me clean this sound, right? So we need to understand the difference between, yesterday I tried to do this yesterday, but I will repeat. So you have this self-limiting beliefs, self-destructive belief, self-sabotaging belief, all those beliefs that doesn't encourage you and empower you. So we understand the difference between beliefs and behavior. Beliefs, let's even do it like this. Beliefs and behavior. So I say something, beliefs are the root and behavior is a fruit. So beliefs, of course, is the cause of everything. Then the behavior is effect of the cause. So beliefs is also the disease. So you have to take care of it. So this one is the symptoms. Okay? Symptoms. Okay? So belief is what is happening inside of you. Inside. You know, outside. Beliefs are the internal factors. Outside is the external factors. So external factors. Belief are the determining factors. They determine your factors. Determining factors whether you succeed or not. This one is the contributing factors. So the problem is that you can never. This one is subjective. This one is subjective, embedded in you. This one is objective. Objective. Objective, okay? Objectives. So when a man wants to change the fruits, you don't struggle with the fruits. You struggle with the roots. If your pear, banana, palm fruit is not doing well, you don't go and speak in tongues to this palm fruit. This palm fruit, in Jesus' name, amen. You don't do that. You go to put fertilizer on the roots, take care of it. Your vegetable is not doing well. It's not doing well. So you don't go and even want manure, put on it. Mama is not doing well. You don't need to go and fast and pray. Just put manure, it will grow. So if you want to change the result of your life, you don't need to worry about the result. Change the set of beliefs. You have a bad behavior that is not supporting. Every money you have is to spend. Okay, I cannot become rich and wealthy. So you need to own assets. What is asset? Assets are anything that appreciates in value, that gives you money independently of your effort. Asset investment. You need to own assets. The sum total of what you own that puts money in your pocket is your net worth. So you need to increase your net worth if you want money to work for you. You need to build men. You need to impact life. You need to touch lives. You need to create value that solves problems. So you can see that when a man behaves in a certain way, we don't worry about his behavior because people like us, we already know that there's something he believes that makes him act the way he's acting. So we have to give him another information to overtrain. But the challenge that you are talking to a man, that you tell him you are going to be a millionaire. He accepted, yes, sir. And he left that place and go and meet poor people. They sabotage, they are virus, they come with wrong suggestion. They can't you see your father did not succeed, your mother did not succeed, and the person come back and tell the mentor, I don't know whether I will succeed again in this business. Imagine that. I will just look at the man and say, who advised you? He say, my neighbor. I say, is your neighbor successful? He say, no. Does he have a car? No. Does he have a land? No. Has he tried before? No. I say, why didn't I believe in a poor man? You think? So he have this unbelief. He went and told you, no, the women are bad, men are bad, men are cheat, all women are cheat. These are not complete statements. It's not all the men, it's not all the women. Yes, we have them. Nobody is good at all, blah, blah, blah. The economy is bad. In fact, if you listen to those negatives, I don't like listening to CNN because it's constant negative news. What did I say? Constant negative news. It's always constant. If I tell you how Iran is fighting, why this one is not working, they will kill you and they will kill your dreams for you. They will not embark on the program. So don't listen to those negative things. So if you don't address the root, the cause and the disease, then the fruit, effect, and symptoms will always come back. So if you don't address this one will always come back. So right now, we need to lay the axe. We need to lay the axe. A-X-E. We need to lay the axe. We need to lay the axe of our behavior. We need to lay axe of our behavior, which set of beliefs. We need to lay the axe on the root. Sorry, we need to lay the axe on the root of our behavior. We need to lay the axe on the root of our behavior, which is the set of belief system we have imbibed. So we need to lay the axe of the root of our behavior. So you want your fruit to change, lay the axe on the root, which is belief. We need to lay the axe on the root of our behavior, which is set of beliefs. We need to lay the axe on the root of our behavior, which is a set of beliefs. Set of beliefs. So you need to lay the axe on the root of our behavior, which is a set of beliefs. Set of belief system. So there's something you believe. That's why I want to come and say that's how we do in our family. Can you imagine that? Because that's and the funny thing about this thing called tradition, tradition, there is no document at all to prove why were they doing the things they were doing. What was the psychological effect on it? That's why I like culture. Culture is documented. Tradition is not documented. That's all transfer of belief systems, but one is documented, one is not documented, because it's better you question at the things, you question some answers than having answers you cannot question. So traditions are answers you cannot question. So that's how we do it. Either you do it or you leave it. So it's very funny. So if you pick a part of the behavior, a pattern, and change it, you'll still not change it. So let me tell you something that is very, very striking. That this will bring the understanding of your life for you. It will make your life very easy. So let's do this. Let's write, take the outline number 4. Write Old versus New Testament. This thing now will help you understand beliefs and behavior. Write number 4, Old versus New Testament. Outline 4. Write it down. Let's take some notes there. Let's go to outline 4. So you understand that no matter how you pray and pray and pray for a person with a productive criticism, is to appreciate, and is to come as a suggestion too. Don't you know you can be a millionaire? Don't you know you read this book, you will know better? You come because you start, this is all for you. No, people think that shouting is correction. No, shouting is not correction. You don't have to shout to make a good statement. No, you have to sit down with the person and start a conversation. Tell a conversation. And that conversation, you ask questions. You use what they call field, felt, found. Tell a field, felt, found. To overcome all these objections. People will give you reasons why they are broke and poor. You know, this business is hard. I cannot talk to anybody, cannot bring anybody, cannot sell product, because they think it's about talking and selling product. No. Our business is personal, is connecting with competent people for the purpose of creating value. Tenor value that solves problems for human being and society. So it's a personal development program. Tenor personal development program. Our job is to grow people's capacity, their ability, talk about visions of their life, mission of their life, belief system, behavior. Just encourage them to pick the piece of their life they have forgotten. That is our business. It's not about bringing people. No. When a life is improved, it's automatically attract its equivalent. Because the person you need to become to get the kind of resource, the kind of result you want. Until you become that person, you can never have that result. If you have that result, you will not have the capacity to sustain it. It's like giving my 5-year-old child my Mercedes-Benz to drive. He will get an accident and crash. Yes or yes? So the boy has to grow. Tell not grow. So everybody needs to grow their capacity of thinking, because wealth never exceeds personal development. What did I say? Wealth never exceeds personal development. If you're lying to me, see a man that win lottery. The man will get sense until that money don't reach his size. He say, "Hey!" Because they never get sense. So I said, human being behaviors cannot be changed in a meaningful way until the belief that drives them are exposed and eliminated. If you have written that one down, shall I? Okay. Don't write this one down, but listen to me. Listen to me. In the Bible, we have 39 books in the Old Testament, 27 books in the New Testament, equals 66 books. This is very profound and important differences between the approach of the Old Testament and the New Testament, because the Old Testament takes sin, and the Old Testament takes sin versus the approach of the New Testament taking sin. This is how I wanted to write this one down. Write this one down. The Old Testament actually covenants. The Old Testament, actual covenant begins at Moses at Mount Sinai. So at Mount Sinai, S-I-N-A-I, Mount Sinai. So the Old Testament actually is a covenant that begins with Moses at Mount Sinai. So that's the way it started from. I'm not a pastor, your church is enough, but I like to pick scriptures to talk to you so you understand very well that this thing is happening. You can apply it in your life and to work for as an entrepreneur, as an investor, and of course as a people developer, and grow your community and make more money. So the Old Testament actually begins with Moses at Mount Sinai, where laws were given to the children of Israel. Where laws were given to the children of Israel. Where laws were given to the children of Israel. That is where it actually started from. That will either produce blessings. The Old Testament actually begins with Moses at Mount Sinai, where laws was given to the children of Israel, that will either produce blessing, if they are obedient to the laws, or a curse if they are disobedient to the laws. So what happened is that there was some set of laws given to Moses. So it will produce a blessing if you obey the law. And if you don't obey the law, it will produce a curse. Check it out. So I want to prove something to you. The Old Testament actually is a covenant that begins with Moses at Mount Sinai, where laws was given to the children of Israel that will either produce a blessings if they obey the laws, or it produce a curse if they disobey the laws. So let me do something very, very striking. I didn't want to clean this, but let me just clean part of this. because I'm making issue, I'm making factual, I'm making reference to facts and truth very soon. So I would like us to stabilize it like this. Right here, Old Testament, right there, New Testament, okay? Okay, now, the Old Testament addressed sin as behavioral level. Right here, the Old Testament addresses sin at behavioral level. So it's a behavioral level. So underline the word behavior. The Old Testament addresses sin as the behavioral level. That means if you do this, you are blessed. If you don't do this, you are not blessed. The Old Testament addresses sin at the behavioral level. Full stop. While the New Testament addresses sin as a belief level. So this one is behavior, this is a belief level. To them that believe, all things are possible. If you say to this mountain, move and may cast down, without no doubt, but believe, you can get it. So everything here was behavior. Everything here was belief. The Old Testament addressed sin at the behavioral level. So this was set of law. If you do this, you'll be blessed. You don't do it, you will not be blessed. So it's simple. So you want to be blessed, do the laws. But in New Testament, is belief. If you confess with your mouth and believe with your heart, you shall be saved. Checking out is belief level. So everything has believe. So once you believe, you're going to change your behavior. But here, the behavior was not even the problem, it's behavior. So just behave. The set of laws given, if you do this, you are blessed. If you don't do this, you are blessed. So a set of laws. So what happened was that there was a cause. This is a trait to cause true blessing. So it was set of rules. Number two here. Number one, the Old Testament addressing at behavior. Number two, it was set of rules. Then a set of rules. Set of rules. So this one addressing at behavioral level, and it is faith. Faith is the key to supernatural manifestation. This one is belief. Number two is faith. Faith is set of belief too. So faith is the key to supernatural manifestation in the New Testament. Faith. Just believe. Just believe. So this one, behavioral level, set of rules. Belief level, faith. Faith is the key to supernatural manifestation in the New Testament. So I want you to know, as an entrepreneur, it's not about the good and this. It's a set of mindset that makes you believe positive things in your business, in your relationship, that will give you the result you desire. So looking at it, let me do something very interesting right now. And I want you to pick a set of this so that we can take some little notes. So come under your notes, write the Old Testament. Let me give you some things to write. Under, just put this one. This one is set a behavior, these beliefs. Set of rules, faith. So come down, write the Old Testament. Let me give you some things to write, right? Give you something to write so that all you need to do is just to believe positive. I'm a champion, I'm a millionaire. Touch yourself again, say I'm a success. No, that one is begging for a charge card. You can do better. Touch yourself, I'm a millionaire. Anybody is telling you you're not a millionaire is lying to you. They're not lying. It's not someone. So because once you don't believe you're a millionaire, it begins to affect your thinking, and before that, it's going to affect your behavior. So write the Old Testament. So let me just give you some things to write again. Okay. In the Old Testament, that is Old Testament. I'll give you some things to write. In the Old Testament, sin was omission. Number one, sin was omission. In the Old Testament, sin was omission. Let me write it for you here. Sin was omission. Okay? Omission. Sin was omission. Number one, sin was omission. That means you failed to do this. Sin was omission. If you failed to do this, you have sinned. That is, sin was omission. You can put the sin was omission. If you fail to do this, if you fail to do this, you have sinned. If you fail to do these laws, fail to obey this, you fail. If you fail, it was omission. So once you fail to do one, you've broken all. That is the problem there. Okay. So number one, it was omission. Number two, it was commission. Number two, commission. Commission. Commission simply means you do what you are not supposed to do. Commission means you do what you are not supposed to do. So wahala dey for the Old Testament, wahala dey. If you fail to do, wahala. If you do the what you're not supposed to do, wahala. That's one thing of the that your prayer point have to change after this class. All those things you only pray every day. God, the ones I do, I know, I don't know. Okay, God has forgiven you. Just believe that God has forgiven you. So, but I'm coming to those ones. So if you understand that as an entrepreneur, that's something you know those to apologize for. As you create your product to the market. So it's not about omission or commission. I'm going to come to that. So you have to understand that you are wonderfully made, that greater is he that lives in you, etc. There's a set of mindset you need to have now. That even if nobody is selling, even if people are saying there's a casting down, because you carry faith, what? There's a lifting up. There's a confession you make in your mouth. Not every day you're an entrepreneur, you're not a believer, there is an entrepreneur, you're still acting certain things. How can you ever be afraid of failing in life? I mean, you succeed. Even if nobody is succeeding, you must succeed. Say amen. I don't care what you've done before in the past and you did not make it. You will make it here in Jesus' name. I don't care what you've done. You've not made profit. You make profit in this business in Jesus' name. Anything you lay your hands to do, you will succeed. Say amen. So you don't understand. You understand that even if, no matter how darkness is, because you are the light, as you shine, darkness cannot comprehend. So certain beliefs, certain beliefs that we have. So in the Old Testament, it was actually omission, things you failed to do, or commission, things you do that you're not supposed to do. So sin was all behavior. Say not behavior. Conclude by writing that sin was all behavior in the Old Testament. Sin was all behavior. Was all behavior. Sin was all behavior. But in this, it's not behavior, it's belief. Even if you do the right thing and you don't believe, you're still wrong in the New Testament. That's the wahala. That you're doing the right thing, but you do not even believe. Okay, now still wrong. So now belief system be the because that will determine your behavior. But here, it was, and even if you don't believe it, but you're actually doing it, you'll be considered righteous because you're keeping the laws. That was the funny thing there. So, commandment and instruction on how you are going to behave and how you are going to do anything was just the order of the day in the Old Testament. So what you are not permitted to do. So question, I want to ask all of you, did it actually work? And the answer, it did not work. How am I sure it did not work? When you go back, take a look at this. Go to the Old Testament. I think that should be Malachi 6 verse 4 verse 6. The last word, how do I put it here? The last word in the last chapter, in the last book of the Old Testament, was the word curse. Go and check it. Malachi, it will shock you. Malachi 4 verse 6. The last word was curse. Go and check the last word in the last chapter, in the last book of the Old Testament. It ended with the word curse. Go and take a look at it. It's going to shock you. They're going to be interesting to you that all those behavior never worked. So because it was ended with curse. Because you know why they ended with curse? The covenant is that you'll be blessed if you keep the entirety of it. But if you break one, that means you've broken all. And approximately 613 times, it links to 613 commandments that you have to keep. It was only the 10. 613 totally of all the laws you must keep. So it was that, thou shalt and thou shalt not, thou shalt do and thou shalt don't. It was a whole lot of them. If you break one of them, the chain is broken. Then it will break all the links. So nobody can keep 618. Thou shalt do, thou shalt not. Thou shalt, this wasn't too much. So if you break one of the rules, everything is breaking. So we have to learn from the Old Testament. Write this down. We have to learn from the Old Testament. We have to learn from the Old Testament that addresses bad behaviors. We have to learn from the Old Testament that addresses bad behaviors, sinful behaviors. We have to learn from the Old Testament that addresses bad behaviors. We have to learn from the Old Testament. All of us have to learn from the Old Testament that addresses bad behavior, sinful behaviors at the behavioral level because it does not work. We have to learn from the Old Testament by addressing bad behaviors, sinful behaviors at behavioral level because it does not work. We have to learn from the Old Testament that addresses bad behaviors and sinful behaviors at the behavioral level because it does not work. We have to learn from the Old Testament that addresses bad behaviors and sinful behaviors at the behavioral level. It does not work. So behaviors cannot be changed meaningfully until you believe that drive it are exposed and eliminated. So let's go to New Testament, even though we stopped there today. So I thought about Old Testament. Let me check my time. How many minutes do I still have? Oh, 3 minutes. Wow. Kai. Oh my God. Okay. In the New Testament, belief is the issue. Belief is the issue. So we'll start there tomorrow. 10 or tomorrow. This training will enter next week. Oh, Kai. If I just say, let me just read this thing now, it's not going to make sense. The New Testament addressing at belief level. So, and it's belief. Everything is belief. Because we finally know that once you believe, you lay the axe on the root of the set of belief. So, belief is the real thing. Unbelief is a big sin in the New Testament. Unbelief or believing a lie is a big problem. So, set of belief, set of behavior also is a whole lot. Okay, so let's leave it for tomorrow. Tell not tomorrow. Because I don't want to rush this particular program, because if I actually want to have a good behavior that will give you wealth you are looking for, you must change set of beliefs. We read one book called Secrets of the Millionaire's Mind. That book actually told us a lot of things about how poor people behave and how rich people behave as an entrepreneur that improves their life and that sabotages people's life. So you want to be successful as an individual, please, I want to recommend everybody online right now, go and get that book called The Secret of the Millionaire's Mind. It talks about we live in the world of cause and effect. Cause and effect. So for every effect, there's a cause. Poverty is an effect. Effect. Wealth is an effect. There's a cause that causes poverty. There's a cause that causes wealth. So because poverty always starts in the mind and settles in the pocket. Wealth starts in the mind, settles in the pocket. The only asset that changes the mind before the pocket is knowledge or knowledge. So knowledge is packaged information tailored to solve a problem. What did I say? Knowledge is packaged information tailored to solve a problem. So we package all this information and tailor it to solve a problem of the belief system of entrepreneurs that's in this part of the country that is not empowering us. If you go to China, go to UK, go to US, there are so many things they don't pray for. They don't pray for. They actually go to work for them. But Nigeria, especially part of the country, we pray for everything. God, give me food. God, come and clean my bum bum. God, please come and wash me. God, come and bathe me. So I said to you, pray for. You're not supposed to pray for. You're supposed to stand up and take action. Take action. And sometimes we want magic. We want God to turn to a magician. God cannot do what you can do for yourself. God cannot do it for the result you desire. And the sky will be your starting point. And when someone comes to you to tell you anything that is not truth, you will not take the person for you will not believe facts and true again. You will not believe on truth. They're not truth. And that's what will set you free. So that is the way you can take. Online community, please don't get involved in a business without a mentor. You know why? Mentorship is a legal shortcut to success. He that stands on the shore of mentor will see far. So see you tomorrow and see you.